Operation 4, Mission 6. So we have another finale here where they're going to give us a ton of weight. A ton of tons. 560 tons. Unfortunately, though, I only have one elite pilot because the other two are injured. They expect you to drop with the biggest mechs that you can because they're only giving you 8 slots. I wish I could drop with 4 hunchbacks and try to get and dump out all of our regulars into the field so that they'll either rank or die, but they're not going to let me do that on this mission. They want you to bring the big mechs. So I decided to let 2 of our regulars go. Hawk and Isis. They've been kicked to the curb. And then the regulars can fight, the rest of them can fight over whatever slots are left. Rooster's still injured. Honestly, I'll probably go for Mystique or Skater because they have high jumping skill, and that's the one that we probably won't work anymore. So that'll give us skill points, which would help them to eventually get to Elite. If it's taking this long for these people just to get to Veteran, they have no chance of getting to Elite unless they've got jumping skill, and that's going to be Mystique and Skater. So those are the regulars that'll try and slot from now on. I already took Skater the last mission. So after that, well, it's either going to be one or the other, honestly, and the rest might end up being fired unless I can drop with more than 2 at a time. To fill out our weight, I bought several new veterans. I need veterans. I don't have time for... We're out of time for regulars. They needed to rank up at this point, and they're refusing to do it. So they're just going to end up being replaced. First one. We already had... Did I just hire him? No, I hired 3, so yeah. Dragon and Avowed Karata File. Karata is that's not the Draconis Combine, is it? Is that the Draconis Combine or the Capellans? I get those 2 factions confused. Karata. I think Karata is the Capellans, which is actually the mech that invented the catapult, I think. Anyway, Dragon has been reviewing clan tactics and is more than ready to take the battle to them. Well, that's exactly what you'll have the opportunity to do in this company. I'll give you the Loki W. I'm dropping with 4 different Lokis in this mission. The game gave them to me. I need the weight. I bought the pilots. Next up is Mantis. Mantis fought the clans in the original invasion and has vowed not to let them get the better of her again. Well, I think technically we're still in that invasion. I'm not sure if it has ended yet. We're not at the beginning of the invasion. We should be towards the end of the invasion before they got their asses kicked out of the inner sphere space. We're taking back one of the planets that they took, in the earlier fights. So, I'm not sure. I didn't pay much attention to our timeline, honestly. This might be right after the clan invasion, and they still have a planet, or it's towards the end.
Mantis reporting.
One or the other.
Mantis reporting.
Trying to get them to talk. If you click and drag,
Mantis reporting.
they'll speak twice.
As ordered, sir.
As ordered, sir.
This is Dragon. This is Dragon. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. These later pilots sound more serious than the hippies you get in the earlier part of the game. But you can eventually rank them up if they would ever do it. Thunder. A Davion veteran, Thunder transferred from a command position in his old unit to get a crack at the Jaguars. So like me, he must not be a very good pilot. High jumping, low gunnery. Those are my stats. High jumping, low gunnery. That's what I would have. And I'm a commander of this one. So the funny thing is that when I go to Mech Warrior 4, which I'm going to record at some point after this MechCommander, that's going to be my description, basically. He's a Davion veteran. We are the Davions. Although we have people from all over the inner sphere here, because we're just recruiting and fighting the clanners. But we are mostly Davion and Steiner, Federated Commonwealth.
Thunder here.
Thunder I forgot.
Thunder here. Leave it to me.
Nah, nothing fancy. Some of these are default builds, but I did not have another Ultra. I did not have another Clanner ERPPC, so I think I customized this one, gave it double Clanner Goss, double Ultra 5s, and a regular PPC. But yeah, I think, yeah, I also customized this one. I don't have another Clanner ERPPC to put in it, so I just gave it a mixture of weapons. The Thor and the Loki are mixed mechs. They basically have every weapon group and hard points. So they have a missile rack, they have energy, they have ballista, and their arms are actually omni hard points, unlike the Inner Spear mechs. Inner Spear mechs typically have energy in their arms to help with aiming, unless it's a Jaguar mech, which is ballista, or a catapult, which is missile racks. Their arms are missile racks. With the Clanner mechs, what you have are arms with omni hardpoints that can basically slot anything. And then they have additional ballista or missiles in their torsos. So I basically just put a nice mixture of weapons. These look like they have small missile racks, so I put some LRMs. Double AC-10s. This one has a single. These two builds here are default. That's what the mech already had. So he's got his small missile rack had 2 streaks. Then he had lasers, ERPPC in one of his arms, and an Ultra 10, probably in the other arm. And then the top one and the bottom one, I had to customize. I didn't have all the weapons. Wait a minute. Just realized something. Do I have enough room for that Atlas? I was gonna bring...
Aim God here. Aim God here. Not a problem, sir.
Not a problem, sir. This Atlas got shot out again, and he still didn't lose any of his weapons. This thing is so tough, they don't even take out the weapons before they... When they blow the thing down, they don't even get the weapons. Luckily, the pilot ejected. You can see they shot a hole in the mech. Probably just center torso, because I had him blocking bridges and doors right in the face, so they just kept hitting him in the face. They chewed through, started to get the engine, the pilot ejected. So the rest of the mech did not get hit. The engine did not explode. If the engine explodes, the pilot will die and most of the weapons are going to bomb. But he ejected, saved his life, saved the weapons, and I can just repair the mech. So they did the right thing. These are very good pilots. These elites with high piloting skill, you're probably not going to get them. I mean, the Clanners are probably not going to gun them down. They'll eject. Very good damn pilot. Lost the sensor, but we already lost the advanced sensor anyway, and I could just buy another intermediate. But in these other mechs, I think I have clan. Let's see, clan. This one's intermediate. Oh, I must have had half a ton of weight over. Clan. Trying to work their sensor skill. Your sensor skill has a better chance to go up depending on your sensor range. So use better sensors if you can when you have heavies. But you cannot buy clan sensors, so I don't put them in lights or mediums unless I'm half a ton under. I will typically slot them in heavies to try and push them that final road to elite. I was going to try and bring at least one of these on this mission. Didn't have enough available space. It's not weight that's the issue, it's space. Oh, there we go. 10 tons under. The Massacre is technically better, but if I've got the available weight anyway, I may as well make use of the extra armor on this thing. There's a few areas where it's going to be useful. So let's see what we've got. I don't want the W's here, but the A's. Yeah, we look at that triple Loki A's. We've got our Vulture A, Vulture W, Loki W, Thor W. Got a nice amount of clan heavy mechs. If I haven't explained before, clan heavy mechs are basically among the best in the game. They are superior in every way to ours. They've got more armor, weapons, speed, and jump jet distance if it's a J versus ours. They basically beat the piss out of our heavy mechs. So if you can salvage some clan mechs, we still have plenty of missions left. We're only in Operation 4. We still have another operation. We still have another operation after this one, so you damn well better try and get some clan mechs so that you can fill out all of these with clan or mechs, heavy mechs. There are a few more massacres in the game. If we can get one of those, I don't think there's one on this mission, but there's actually atlases on this mission. There's 4 atlases down here. So if we salvage one of those, we can get a free atlas. This is your first opportunity in the game to salvage an atlas, but as I showed you on those previous missions, I highly recommend that you buy one because you need one sooner than now. We already needed an atlas for at least 2 missions, and we get to use one on this mission to help fill out our high weight limit. Pain God. I just love his picture. It kind of looks like a hood, where he has a hood over his head, which would be cooler. But when you look at this one, you could tell it's just his hair grown out. So this will be our first mission with Mantis, Thunder, and Dragon, I think. The other people you should recognize. Destroy Smoke, Jaguar, Orbital guns. So if you remember from the FMV and some of the objectives that we've had in the previous missions, they were mentioning orbital guns. And on the first mission in this operation, we actually took out some orbital guns with Firestorm, who's currently injured. Firestorm eviction, or out on this mission. But now she is sending, Battalion is sending us after more orbital guns. These are mobile orbital guns, so they can be moved. These are orbital guns on wheels, so they can be moved from location to location in between shooting at invasion forces that are in space. An orbital gun is a new concept that you might not have heard of before of MechWarrior. They're basically guns on the ground that shoot into space. They are a serious threat for enemy spaceships and dropships that are going to attack the planet or bring troops and mechs to the planet. And that's the biggest problem of this campaign. That's what's causing us problems. Orbital guns. Our main invasion force to take this planet back will get shot down by orbital guns before they can even land, just like she said in one of the FMVs. So we're going to have a few missions dedicated to taking down some orbital guns. Mission objective 1, 2, and 3, destroy orbital gun. Each area has an orbital gun. They won't move in the mission, but you can see visually that they're giant tanks, basically. We need to get rid of them. A couple of small artilleries, honestly not going to be very useful. We have so many enemies we have to fight, and so much firepower anyway. Intelligence has located the Smoke Jaguar mobile orbital guns that were responsible for disabling our cargo and dropships during the initial attack. That means that this was probably the orbital guns that gunned down X-Ray Company, or maybe, I can't remember if they actually landed and then got overwhelmed or if they just got shot down. She did mention a dropship in the very first FMV that got shot down. I think that was part of X-Ray. It is mandatory that those guns be destroyed before the main invasion force reaches orbit. Satellite and aerial recon has determined the positions of each of the weapons, but due to enemy presence in the area, we must attack them directly on the ground. Yeah, well, it wouldn't be very fun if we just, airstriked everything. You know, this is MechWarrior, it's not, Jet Commander or something. Be careful, however, as the enemy will undoubtedly react quickly and violently to your presence in the area. That basically just means this map is covered in goddamn enemies. Each of these positions is heavily fortified, and there's some other small fights scattered around that there's a lot of salvage as well we'll try and get. Good luck. Hopefully won't need it. This mission is not too tough, but it is going to take me a while. This is going to be another long video. An Atlas trotting around this map is going to take some time. I don't think there's a time limit though. Let's get started. I'm only 10 tons under. should be in good shape. Yeah, no time limit. You can attack these dropships in any order. I recommend you go for the one in the middle first. The one in the middle of the map actually has repair bays. So if you don't get that one first, then you will have taken two positions before you can use the repair bays. If you secure the repair bays first, you can go ahead and use them after the first big fight. Then you can come back and use them again after the second fight. Oh, we got enemies over here.
Got it, sir.
You guys don't stand a chance. Little LRM carriers.
They're coming after me. Yes, sir.
This is Mantis. Enemy eliminated.
You guys are fucked.
I'm on it, sir.
Look at our shiny new mechs here. Groovy, isn't it? Yeah. Loki A, Loki A, Loki A. I think the Vulture is the coolest out of all of these. Unlike most Mech Warrior people, I don't like the Mad Cat. I think it's kind of blocky and dumb looking.
I have a new contact.
I'm not too fond of the
I'm
Lokis
reporting a new
or
sensor
being
track.
shot at.
Got it, sir.
I'm not too fond of the Lokis or Thors either.
This is the beast.
The one clan mech that I kind of like is the Vulture. It just has a nice sleek look to it.
I have a new sensor trace.
I'll be able to pilot one of those when I play
I think I have a new contact.
Mech Warrior 4. I'm going to play all of the Mech Warrior 4s. There's 3 of them. I think all of them have a Vulture. Well, a catapult and a Vulture.
Do what I can. Beast here. Building captured.
Hunter here, detecting a new sensor target.
Alright, we're gonna come up from behind this base. It's less fortified from behind.
I have a new contact.
And we don't have to worry so much about that bridge. I didn't point that out on the map, but you can either attack from the northwest, which has a skinny-ass bridge on it,
This is Falcon, sir. There's a new sensor contact.
which would kind of help us with the
Heads up,
Atlas.
I've got a new contact. I'm reporting a new sensor
But I'm
track.
going to come from behind. Not worried too much about bottlenecking this
is
time
Mantis.
around.
Sensors are showing a new contact.
I have a new sensor trace.
Alright, we need to get our Atlas up here. All these heavy mechs run at 24 ms. It's just stupidly fast. I think that's as fast as the 45-ton Highlander. Our heavies only run at 18. And that's the one thing that I like the most about the clan heavy mechs in this game. They're fast. Doesn't take them all day to get around. Even the Massacre is at 18, which is fast. That's as fast as our
I have a new
oh
sensor
boy,
track.
gas tanks.
Not a problem, sir.
I can't remember if they actually shoot those or not.
I'm on it.
This might go horribly wrong if they shoot those gas tanks.
I'll do what I can. Beast here. Another one bites the dust.
Yeah, I don't like this.
This is Pain God. I have a new sensor track.
I looked around the map, I didn't notice these gas tanks. I don't like that. They might shoot those.
Done, sir. I am under
We need to get the hell away from those.
Pain God
Fast.
here. I have a new sensor trace. Done, sir.
Very good, sir.
Okay, I'm on it. This is the
His Atlas has gotten ripped apart every fight so far. So like I said, get the A variant.
They're targeting me.
Oh shit, that's bad.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Oh, that's really bad.
Think they can hurt me. Consider it done. Incoming.
This is Mantis. Enemy eliminated.
Alright, that could have went worse.
I'm getting torn up, sir. I'm taking enemy fire. Done, sir.
Pain Guy needs help, guys.
Yes.
Can't do it all by himself. The Atlas is in bad shape and took an airstrike.
Coming my way, sir.
Look at all this shit going off.
Enemy fire. This is Pain God. My legs
All right.
out. I'm down to a crawl.
Oh no.
Coming my way, sir.
That means we'll have to restart the mission. They legged our Atlas.
I'm on it, sir.
Vehicle destroyed. Take a shot. Looks like I got it, sir.
What a bunch of dicks. The slowest mech in the game just got legged and I'm only at one of the bases.
Mission failed.
So yeah. I'm not gonna limp him around the map for the next goddamn hour. So that's a restart right there. No choice, really. It fucking sucks when they leg your mech on a map like that. And that's like the worst damn map where he could have been legged. I mean, if he was legged on the last mission where he was just blocking that door, it wouldn't have mattered at all. He didn't have to go anywhere. No, they don't leg him then. They leg him here. But, you know, I think I'll just go the other way this time around so we don't have to care about those fuel tanks.
Commencing deployment. Mech warriors prepare for combat.
Alright, let's try this again. I mean, even if I start pausing to limp him around the damn map, it's a waste of my time. I could do the entire rest of the mission and probably the next level or two in the time it would take me to limp his ass around.
I'm on it, sir.
It just isn't worth it.
Order acknowledged.
This is why it sucks to be lagged in a single player game. You have to limp around the damn map. That can happen in any Mech Warrior game as well. It just sucks.
Dragon report. Vehicle destroyed.
Took it out, sir.
The computer doesn't abuse it. They don't deliberately target your legs in any game that I've played, but that doesn't mean that legs are invulnerable. They can sometimes get hit.
Yes, sir.
Enemies will either hit the legs by accident or just every now and then.
Took it out, sir.
I'm on it, sir.
Vehicle destroyed. I've got it ranged.
Isn't there a salvage? Yeah.
Enemy components
Got it, sir.
captured.
Building
Our
captured.
heavy mechs are leaving that Atlas in the dust. Heavy mechs, the clanner heavy mechs are the best in the game. Or the best mechs in this
I
game.
have a new contact.
With the Mad Cat being the best out of the
Beast
best.
here. Uh-oh. New contact.
But if you want sheer firepower, the Massacra has you covered.
Uh-oh, new
Massacra,
sensor contact.
highest guns.
I have a new sensor tray.
But the heavies don't really have to sacrifice for their stats like the
Dragon
Massacra
report. There's
does.
a new contact.
I have a new sensor
We're
contact.
gonna get some vision here. I think it's that airstrike that's what got him, because that actually hits everywhere on the mech. You know what? This time around, fuckers. Vulture J.
This is right. I have a new contact.
Didn't kill him. Got that one. Yeah, it looks like this is the better path because you can try to
I have a
shoot
new
these
sensor
fuckers. Alright, looks like we done pissed them off.
tray. There's a new contact.
You got it.
Alright, get the Atlas up here.
I'm on it, sir.
Shoot that stupid aerospace spotter
New
first.
contact.
I wish those weren't in the game, honestly.
This is right. I am
They're not really any fun.
This is
An
Tango.
airstrike gets called down, you only get like half a second to move the damn
Enemy fire.
to move your damn mech.
Like I got it. I'll do what I can.
Pilots usually don't move in time. It just sucks.
Here comes the trouble. Got it, sir. One left enemy.
Yes, sir.
I am under enemy fire.
Oh yeah.
For everyone.
Your time is up. Same guy here. Not him. I need a new target.
I need a new target. I like that. Someone said something about a shoebox, but I didn't quite
There's
hear
a
it.
new contact.
I think there might be landmines here. We need to check. Nope. I'm just easing one mech forward to
This is
see if
same guy.
any
I have
gets
a
set
new
off.
sensor tray.
Doesn't look like it.
This
Got the
is
salvage
right.
there.
I have a new contact. Heads up, I've got a new contact.
There's some, oh damn, they're attacking.
Got it, sir.
Alright, bastard.
Dragon report.
Want some of this shit?
Enemy range.
Got one.
Here they come. Oh, we called it down now. See if I can do that. Atlas to the front. Get out of his way, folks.
Yes, sir.
Oof.
Got one. You got it.
These things aren't as threatening as they were early in the game, but AC-20s are still a
I
problem.
have a new contact on my screen. I'm on it, sir.
Ow.
Reporting vehicle destroyed.
Dragon report. I have a new contact.
I think that emptied out a lot of the base right there.
Uh-oh, new sensor contact.
We are almost to the first orbital gun.
Hunter here. I have a new contact on my screen.
LRM carriers.
Very good, sir.
That's okay, we got our LRMs.
This is Falcon. I'm in their sight, sir.
You got it.
Falcon here. Enemy vehicle destroyed.
Main gun got damaged. I mean, his health is down. An Atlas is incredibly easy to hit. It doesn't matter what your piloting skill is at.
They're coming after
They
me.
make you pay for that armor.
Enemy fire. Got it, sir.
Highly recommend the A variant. You see how much our A variant has been ripped up? Yeah.
Listen, sir, you got it. One less enemy.
My blades are sharp today.
Is there no gun here? Gun Alpha.
Yes, sir. Goblin here. I think the building is captured.
Oh, it's over there. Yeah, I see the gun. It's an orbital gun like the one you've seen before, but these are on wheels so that they are mobile. Alright, time for our first repair. Don't use these gas tanks, by the way, because it will damage the mech repair bay.
Done, sir.
You won't lose.
Order acknowledged.
You won't lose the mech repair bays, but they'll take damage. That will reduce the maximum amount that they can repair.
Repair
My
complete.
refit is
That's not a
complete.
good thing. We need to use the... We're going to be hitting these things 3 or 4 times over the course of the mission.
This route is blocked.
We're going to rape these things. We don't want to wear them down.
Repair
Reporting
complete.
refit complete.
Repair
Sir, my
complete.
refit seems complete.
You definitely want to refuel all of your ballistas as well.
This is Falcon. I can't get through this way.
I mean, I'm still using plenty of ammo.
Repair
Refit
complete.
complete.
Got a dozen LRMs here, ballistas across the board. We need our ammo back.
Acknowledge.
This guy has double AC-20s. They only have 10 rounds each.
Repair.
It's 20, but he'll shoot 2 at a
Sir,
time.
I think my refit's complete.
He's got 10 shots and then he's out of ammo.
So be it.
Okay, is that everybody? Did I miss anyone?
Repair
My
complete.
refit seems complete.
Alright, everyone looks like they're at full. Alright, let's put some guys to hit this first gun. This is the first gun.
Yes, sir. Target vaporized.
The ones at the southeast are the most heavily defended. I think there's a couple of bulldogs here. And those 4 mechs right there, those are all Atlases. I think they're Atlas A. So you have a good opportunity to salvage more of these. Salvaging inner spear mechs isn't really worth it anymore though.
Yes, sir.
You're gonna get shitty inner spear weapons.
Repair.
If you get a clan mag, you can get clan
Sir, I
tag.
think my refit's complete.
Why is this objective not complete? Is there another gun here? We know it's not down here. See, I came from this angle. Oh, I think it's right here. Yeah, here we go.
Got it, sir.
I'll just let him shoot it. Try and save our ammo and everybody else. There's 1 or 2 at each area on the map.
Mission objective
They
complete.
want us to get them all.
Target vaporized.
Can't let the clanners keep orbital guns. I don't think this is the only mission, or the last mission where we've taken out orbital guns either. Alright, so that went much better than the first time. I wouldn't have restarted like that, but I wasn't going to limp an Atlas around the damn map. He's slow enough as it is. It would take less time to just redo the beginning of the mission. Come on, guys, hurry up. There should be salvage over here. I'm trying to remember where all the salvage is. I looked around the map, but this is one where it's easy to forget. So I know there was one to the right as we started.
Enemy component.
I knew there was
ready.
one here.
Reporting building captured.
I know there's one here that's guarded. I think there's another one here that's between the sensors and it's guarded. And they're might be another one up here somewhere. I'm gonna look before I attack the final area. Okay. I don't vision cheat when I'm actually playing the mission. I just do it to scout when I'm not recording generally. Alright, let's go. So I've got our A variants and the Atlas in this group, and all of our weaker mechs in this one. Sensor towers are showing you some of the... Another reason to take this base in the middle first is because the sensor towers lights up all this shit for you. You get vision of some stuff. Alright, we need to do some little bit of pulling here. Look at that. Atlas W. If we play our cards right, we can explode him with a fuel truck. We won't salvage him doing that, but I don't give a damn about his salvage. I don't want an Atlas W. Let's just light this fucker up, see if he'll come over here. Oh boy, we got other people coming. Shoot. Just shoot.
Incoming fire.
Set it off.
Enemy vehicle destroyed.
Get rid of that, now.
Contact on my screen.
Wagon report. I have a new contact.
Alright, we took out a lot of them.
Goblin here. Looks like I got it, sir.
I'm on it, sir.
Alright, come on, let's
I'll
go.
do what I can.
This is Nancy.
Time to move in.
Under enemy fire.
I have a new contact on my screen.
No, you.
Falcon here. Pick it out, sir.
I am under enemy fire.
Don't really need the tank here, we're just gonna move in and clean house.
Got it, sir.
Incoming fire.
I think the Atlas W and the Atlas
This
J is a
Nancy.
piece of
I am
shit,
under
to be
enemy
honest.
fire. The vehicle is captured.
This is Thunder. He's going home in a shoebox.
So be it.
So he was the one that said that. He's going home in a shoebox.
Mission objective
That's great.
complete.
Target destroyed.
This camp only had one, I guess. This is an easier camp to take, but I recommend you taking the middle of the map first, because then you can use the repair bay and be capped off. If you come here first, you have to eat the damage for the next one. Well, that was pretty easy. Thought they'd put up more of a fight. They just had an Atlas and another mech in here somewhere. He's buried under all that rubble, Vulture J. And then, some other shit. So yeah, if you come from the right side, just use fuel trucks. If you come from over here, they're not in a good position. And the vehicles, all the stuff will come out this way, away from the fuel trucks, as opposed right by them. And I honestly don't know what this mobile HQ revealed. It might have revealed this, which we already took. Doesn't look like it revealed anything else. So, yeah, it must have been this. They're showing you where salvage is if you take that. So I'm just going to scout. I'm going to take our healthy mechs and do some scouting. Can we leave this way? The guys who are injured,
Acknowledge.
Mantis, Falcon, they're going in the repair bay. I'm not going to repair up after every fight. I'm going to wait until we have some meaningful damage.
Reporting refit complete.
On Atlas. Actually, no, I'm going to repair the Atlas because I do need... I'm always going to need more AC-20 ammunition. He already used... Oh, wow, he didn't get a single round off. He's still at full. I thought he would have at least used some shooting at those enemies. Okay.
So be it.
You can just skip the repair then.
Repair
My
complete.
refit seems complete.
Alright, I want to scout up here. Make sure I'm not missing a salvage when I go towards the end. We're going to split up here for a moment. Have some of our fast clanner heavies go up here. Just scout. Make sure we're not missing anything.
Uh-oh, new contact.
We'll have our Atlas and his buddies come over here.
Sensors are showing a new contact.
Yeah, looks like there's nothing up here. Okay, come down. So there's only two ways into the base. Skinny ass bridge over here. I don't recommend that you fight on that, because if you eat an airstrike here, I mean, you might be tempted to bottleneck like we've done before, but they have aerospace spotters in this mission, and they can take out the bridge in like 2 airstrikes, I think. I don't recommend risking it. You can get a mech trapped on the bridge the rest of the mission, and that's worse than being lagged. He literally can't help for the rest of the mission. He can't move. He'll be stuck. So don't fight on that. Just pull them over here like this. I'm doing a little bit of scouting here. Now those 4 mechs at the bottom are all Atlases, but we get to fight them 1 or 2 at a time, I believe. Oh, okay. Let's move up. If you have an airstrike, here's a good spot for it. Alright, we're moving into position. These dumbass vehicles with no sensor can't see us.
I'll do what I can. I'm on it, sir.
Mantis reporting. Enemy eliminated.
Pain God here. I am under.
Ah, yeah.
I'll do what I can.
Let me tell you, late game is all about long-range weapons.
Mantis reporting. Enemy eliminated.
You can just murder shit from a mile away.
Enemy components captured.
Oh, look at that, we aggro the first Atlas.
I'll do what
I like to have one guy. I try to use all weapons, but yeah, we got our close range guys coming in. These mechs have a mixture here. These guys over here, long range.
I am under enemy fire.
Oh, look at that, we aggro. They're all coming. Okay, I see. So when you aggro one of these guys, they all come at me. Oh, they're ripping up Pain God. These are default Atlases. See, LRMs, large lasers, Goths, pulses. They're shit compared to mine. Mine has full clan tech.
Someone thinks they can hurt me.
Well, they are hurting you, unfortunately. I like the dialogue line, but they are hurting you, literally. It's nice enough for them to go after my Atlas and not shoot all my nice clan tech. Alright, the 4th guy should be on his way. At the end of the day, I can buy another Atlas.
I have a new sensor trait.
I can't buy any of those guys, but it is covered in clan tech. If you have to eject, Pain God, go ahead and eject just like Vixen and Firestorm did. Just don't lose any of those damn weapons.
I am under enemy fire. Got it, sir.
Don't lose those goddamn Ultra 20s. I don't have any more of those. I think I've got some more large pulses. And the SRMs don't really matter much. Those Clanner SRMs are incredibly rare. I think those are the only 3 I've gotten in the whole game. But, you know, they don't make that big of a difference versus the Inner Spear version.
God, someone thinks they can hurt me. I have a new sensor trait. I am out of ammo.
This guy thinks he's invulnerable. Alright, I'm trying to find the salvage node.
I'm detecting a new sensor target.
I've got a new contact. This is Pain God. We've got a new contact.
Alright, you know what? We don't really need you anymore.
Beast here.
Just go to the repair bay. You're too slow.
I have a new sensor contact.
This is the beast.
Our clanners can mop up the rest of the stuff on this map.
Have a new contact.
I'm on it, sir.
It's going to take you all day to get back to the repair bay. Just start running that way.
This is Mantis. Enemy eliminated.
Oh yeah, look at all these clan mechs.
They're targeting me.
It's beautiful.
Beast here. Another one bites the dust.
I'm on it, sir.
Your time is up.
Yes, sir.
Enemy eliminated.
I'm on it, sir.
I will make this quick.
The enemy
A full row of clan mechs,
Hunter here. Enemy
stacked
vehicle
top to bottom with clan
destroyed. I'm on it,
weapons,
sir.
which we're not full
Warning,
clan
vehicle
tech.
destroyed.
I do have some Inner Spear weapons filling them out here and there.
Components captured.
Reporting building captured.
But once you've got this type of force, you've got the rest of the game by the balls. I wish I had a Massacre A. I would use it over the Atlas, but we might not get one in the campaign. I believe there's another salvage around here somewhere. Or what? Oh, it was this. Okay. Alright, let's go. So there's a ring of turrets and alarm towers around the last gun encampment. They have a nice big circle. If you trigger any of the alarms, the Atlases will come running, but you basically have to take them out anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Done, sir.
Get Pain God a repair. You might get back down here before this is over. Alright, let's go.
I'm on it, sir.
Ammo bin's empty, sir.
Oh, bin's empty, sir.
My refit is complete.
I'm on it, sir. I'm on it, sir.
Oh, what's this? They actually have more mechs.
I'm on it, sir.
I set off the alarm.
I'm on it, sir.
Who gives a fuck?
Target destroyed.
Alright, we got Pain God fixed up. The pilot is lost 2 of his bars, but the mech is at full armor. I think I might just go ahead and run him back down here for this. Let him charge in there first. Taking my time. They have Ultra 20s. The Atlas is more expendable, it's got more armor, and it's full. If you want to sit over there, then I'm not really in a hurry.
Yes, sir. Feels like target practice.
Job done, sir. Target destroyed.
I'm on it, sir.
Got it, sir. Got it, sir. Target vaporized. Commencing attack run.
This mission is not quite as climactic as the other operation finales, but it's a little tricky. The 3 areas. The one in the middle had aerospace spotters. They're mostly throwing vehicles at us, though, which compared to the last couple of missions where you had tons of mechs, it's kind of anticlimactic, huh? But they had 5 Atlases on the map, which is decent firepower. But you just outnumber them and gain them unless you have to fight. Unless you fight enemies in groups of about 4 or more, they're not much of a threat. You're just going to stack up on them. We've got this. Got this. Got this. We've got this. I don't think there was anything up here. That should be all the salvage on the map. Alright, Pain God, you here? I'd much rather trade this thing for a Massacre A. Even though it has a little bit less armor, the speed and weapons are worth it. Alright, here we go.
Got it, sir.
I'm on it, sir.
See if we can get their attention on the Atlas.
I am under enemy fire.
Yeah, go for that Atlas, guys.
Fire. Done, sir. Mr. Thunder, I am out of ammo.
Pow.
I am losing combat effectiveness.
Combat effect.
Here, enemy mech destroyed. Done, sir. Man, I can't see through the smoke.
Can't see through the smoke. Okay, the people that are damaged, send them to the repair bay. Funny thing is that I'm so rich it doesn't even matter. In fact, screw it. I'm not going to bother running all the way up there. Let's just complete the mission. I have so much money, it's like, who gives a shit?
Pain God here. Target destroyed.
I repaired Pain God for the fight, for his sake, but, it doesn't matter
I'm
now.
on it, sir. Feels like target practice. Target destroyed.
The cost of repairs is like chump change at this point. Watch how much money I have after I go back to the hangar.
I'll do what I can.
Mission objective.
Let's just complete the mission.
Mission
I'm out of ammo.
successful.
Target destroyed.
I am engaging.
There's not much left to buy, really, because I salvaged enough mechs in this run. I was pretty lucky after the first operation. I don't think I needed to save scum at all. The first operation might have been harder, and maybe the second, but after that, look at that. Hunter just capped the bar on gunnery, and he is still not dinging a lead. So you see the problem here? He can no longer get gunnery points now. His bar is done. He can only get piloting, jumping, or sensor. So now he's kind of hit a dead end where he can't get to elite because his jumping skill is too low. Lynx wouldn't have had this problem. I wish this guy died instead of Lynx. I'd happily trade them. So you need jumping skill. This guy will have the same problem. There's basically no way that this guy here will hit elite. He's going to be stuck at better in the rest of the game. But I'll just use him in heavy mechs. I'll use both of them in heavy mechs, so that's not really a problem. Hopefully some of these others will start to get up to elite. And the ones that we bought started out with decent stats, so hopefully they'll hit elite at some point. And Pain God is damaged or injured. He'll have to miss the next level. But Vixen and Firestorm should be back. So we're just trading these elites back and forth. Everyone who goes into that Atlas goes to the infirmary afterwards. That Atlas is like the death knell. That's the funeral mech. They go into the Atlas. Every mission that I put someone in this Atlas, they go to the infirmary afterwards. So now it's Pain God's turn. Thunder's going to be going right along with him. See, got a Thor, Vulture J. I don't give a shit about this. I don't want Clanner heavy mechs jump jet farther than our heavy mechs, so that's fantastic. But I still don't give a damn about this. I have a Massacre J, so it's like I want A's and W's on my other mechs. Atlas W. Now I don't give a shit about these Atlases really. There's a good chance I'm just going to chunk that back to the store, take the ERPPCs off of it, and chunk the rest. The Atlas A. Not a bad idea to have two of these. Thor A. Another Thor A. Yeah, those must be the last two guys that we fought at the end, because they're after the container stacks. Those are the guys we just killed. I got both of them. I got another Ultra 20. That's what I like, because if I lose one of those, now we have a spare. So let's look at my money.
Incoming
Nope.
transmission.
Nope. Gonna have to wait on that. 345,000 credits. So yeah, the repair bill would have been cheaper if I just went back and used the hangar. Why run back and forth when money doesn't mean anything anymore? An Atlas, the most expensive mech in the game, is like right here. 73,000. Look how many of those I could buy. As for weapons, Interspear weapons don't matter anymore. They don't mean dick. We want clan tech. And you can't buy clan tech anyway. You have to salvage it. I've tried to salvage as much of it as possible. Oh, we actually have 3 spare ultras. What I might do is gear up 2 Atlas A's and have both of them with dual ultras. That'd be one hell of a combo. See you in the next mission.